Tungsten? It's not tungsten. It starts with a T, though. It's not tungsten. Oh, what is it? We need to mine that stuff, whatever it is. Tungsten? It's not tungsten. What is it? Titanium. Sam. We need titanium. All right, I can see you're a little hesitant, but we still need it. And there we go. There is the titanium that we need, and we are finding it on Pluto. Is that a legit thing? I doubt. I have no idea. I'm sure that's not a legit thing. But we found titanium on Pluto. Also, real quick before we hop on down there, take a look at that bad boy right there. Take a look at that bad boy right there. I've actually done this twice already before starting recording. You know me and buttons. I'm trying to bring up my scanner, and twice I did one of these. Oh, that was an interesting little physic right there. I like that. So the other one should be right around here. So we should be able to get these back. But where was the first one? Wait. Oh, you kind of scared me, dude. You kind of scared me. Where did the first one go, though? Did it kind of... There was one shorter of these two. Yeah, I have no idea. Let's just go ahead and pick these bad boys back on up. Beautiful. All right, and we need to grab our titanium. First, I do need to, well, actually, yeah, there we go. I was going to say. It's already scanned. All right, we already got it scanned. And was it 3 pieces that we needed? I think it was just 3. But as long as we're here, we might as well collect a few more. So, yeah, I think we're gonna do, although I know I initially was saying Jameson does not make sense, or Jemison does not make sense because of I don't know, it's close to New Atlantis and it's populated, all that jazz. Whereas I was thinking the other base made more sense because it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, right? It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I like it that way. But I think simply because, ooh, I might as well grab some tungsten while we're here also. Simply because we already have a ton of power there. We have a few defenses. I kind of think it makes sense. Oh, I probably should have scanned that tungsten. Let's grab some more of this. Just to make sure, and we could always use it for other stuff, I'm assuming, also. All right, get that scan. We get another scan over here. What are we looking at? We do not need a scan. But we'll take it. Oh. Well, that was convenient. We actually got Pluto completely surveyed. I did not think that was going to happen within a couple of seconds. All right, very cool. So we will, I know Sam's ready. He is one track minded, as we all are and should be. So let's get back, build the armillary, and I have no idea what's going to happen from that. We're back. It is a rainy day today. Just kind of taking a look around. Should we check? So if we go, boom. All right, I love hearing that taking off because that means that is working. We still have our 32 power, which is awesome. Oh, it was not 3. We actually did need 5. We got 9, so I'm glad I did all that extra stuff then. I'm wondering if I should build up some more defenses, as long as we do not use neodymium and titanium. So let's go ahead and toggle our view. I think I want to get some more defenses up before we lay this down. Now, what I'm not sure. You know what? Does it say how much? It doesn't say how much power this requires. I'm assuming none then. So if we go to defenses, that's not using any of the stuff we just got. Neither is that, and neither is that. So we can build some of this stuff. How do I zoom on in? I want to zoom on in. Is that not a thing in here? Oh no. The max amount of this item has been reached. Oh, that's the robot. Okay. I hit the wrong button. All right. So let's go ahead and let's put some laser turrets on up. Might as well, right? See if we can't get you centered there. And we will build you there.
Very nice.
Let's go to get one on this corner. And on this corner. Now, obviously, that's taking up 3 power each. So that's 9. Let's go ahead and let's get on out of you. Can I just quickly do... It looks like I need to get out of this view to potentially get you powered. Or are you already powered? I don't think you are. Whoa. Not an easy jump. Oh, you know what? Do I need to get completely out of this mode? I doubt that. Let's just see if we can't get up here. Oh. Let's see if we can't get up here. That is not a thing. No, no. All right, we need to... All right, so this thing is quickly coming back and forth, which is awesome. We get up here. There we go. That was a little easier. Now we get to wire you up. So that's 1. There's 2. Now we just got to get this 3rd bad boy. I probably should just link you with you. Admittedly, this is not a clean operation of all this linkage going on here. All right, now let's take a look. What are we looking at? We're right at our limit. We are right at our limit of power. So let's go ahead and grab you. All right, I guess I can get down. Get down, get down. All right, so the left trigger and right trigger is going to rotate. It might make 0 sense to put this right here, because if someone's been coming for it, the base is going to get destroyed. But we're doing it. Whoa. You can now move the armor Starborn attacks are more likely wherever the armor is placed. If you choose to keep the artifacts in your inventory, then attacks are more likely everywhere. Also, if we keep that on us, then it's more likely. But if we keep it here, then it's more likely here. Which I guess that makes sense, because they're going for that, right? I don't want to modify. Let's just, yeah. Check that out. You have no new artifacts to add. Just in case. Oh, wow. We have very little health. See Sam running. Sam's a running. He wants to check it out. That is cool, man. That is very, very cool. So now, did that give us a new quest? Or an update? There should be an update to the quest. Return to the lodge. Do you want to talk yet, buddy? Whoa, easy fella. Hey, buddy.
Exploring space. You worry you'll lose people, but this? It's not right.
Yeah, I mean, it's still tough. It is still tough to take. That looks pretty darn cool, I gotta say. That looks pretty darn cool. Is there a way to kind of tell what our defense level is here? Is there anything that says that? Cargo, crew. No. Production 1.25 a minute. Nothing really kind of gives you your defense rating. Unless I'm just completely missing it, which I don't think I am. So without all of that, we need to get back. We actually have our launch pad here. We need to get back to the lodge. You ready, Sam? I think you are. I think you're ready. So let's get a move on. That got a little personal. That got a little personal, Sam. All right, so I wanted to land here to see, is everything back to normal? I mean, the gates are up. So, oh, what happened here? We need that med pack. Do these two look suspicious? Sam stared him down. So, I think I'm even more surprised now than when we came out of the well and saw all the carnage. Like, this was a quick cleanup. This place was a disaster zone last time. The gate was down. There was a hole in the gate. What is going on? What is that noise? Is that the tree? Not the clicking noise, although I am kind of curious what that is. It sounded like there was like a rustling noise. All right, I don't know other than let's get to the lodge, and this is pretty bizarre. I don't know how this happened. It does not make sense to me. All right, lodge bound, let's do this. So I think I learned why. I mentioned an episode or two ago when we had to build that armory and choose its location. When we came in here and looked, the mission was not there. It was just blank down here. I just realized as to why that is, because the same thing was happening here. I did not have a mission selected. So that's why. It did not auto-select the next step in that mission. Now, should we try and talk to this guy first? Anything new? And especially with everything that happened. Oh. I should have came to all the different districts when all that was on lockdown. Hey, buddy.
I dare say that we have nothing to worry about anymore. Things could have ended badly, if not for you. Thank you for listening to me, and for all of your help.
You're welcome, Calton. I mean, that was a cool mission. It was a lengthy one. It was a lengthy one, but it was a cool mission nonetheless. I don't know why, but for some reason lately, I've been getting turned around as to where the lodge is when we get off of the shuttle. I think it's back here. But yeah, I just want to, I guess, everything seems like it's 100% back to normal, which is so bizarre. Are you back there or are you up here? Well, you're not up here. Sam, I would ask, can you hold our hand there? There we go. But we found it. Is that Mateo? I've never seen Mateo. I've never seen you outside of the lodge.
I understand if you need some time to yourself right now.
And Vasco was out here also. Interesting. I didn't know they actually kind of came out and did their thing.
What?
Barrett's belongings have been moved to the lodge basement.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just thinking.
Is this all the effects of me having that fight with the Starborn and using the powers Oh my. All right. Let's check Barrett's belongings then, because I think isn't that what it said the next quest was, or was that a side something? I thought something popped up about collecting his. Whoop! Not. Come on! About collecting his belongings. You know what? We're gonna go down and check anyway, so I guess it didn't matter too much. Now, where might they be, though? Oh, over here, maybe? Storage crate. Is this stuff that I put here? I don't think so. Although, oh, Barrett's outfit. Or is this all of, oh, maybe this is all of Barrett's stuff. But was he wearing a farming hat? No, I don't think he had all that stuff on him. Let's go ahead and take you. And you. I don't know what it means by get its belongings. There we go. Companion's belongings. Mission updated Unity. So let's take a look. So that was an activity, actually. No, it was not an activity. It was in here. Was it the last one? Companion's belongings. I am not seeing it because it was this logo. It was that icon. How about we come over here? Companion's belongings. There we go. Retrieve. All right, so it was there. Return to the lodge. We got that. A lot of people we need to talk to still. All right, so I think, yeah, we're just continuing with this, and this is not gonna be fun.
Mateo, I need to be checking everyone's vitals. Now really isn't the time.
I know. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground a million times over, but I think I have something. I'm serious.
Okay.
If I may, I know our encounter with the hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that?
I don't know if I do, actually. He said our part in glimpsing the Unity was over. That felt like a trick, something to throw us off the path. I was thinking about that too. It has to be related to artifact. I, myself, Godem, does not remember that. Glimpsing the Unity, our part in glimpsing the Unity was over. Oh. Let's ask about that then, yeah.
Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him?
It makes sense. You're right. It's too big of a coincidence not to try. Just a word, Mateo. You're grasping at straws here. Where is the Sanctum Universum anyways? Is there one here? There's got to be one here in Jemison, right?
It's right here in the city, just a block or so from the lodge.
It's too big of a coincidence. Let's give it a try.
I guess it couldn't hurt. I've heard the Keeper's a pretty insightful guy.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
All right. Superior Constellation Pack added. We got a ton of credits.
Got some stuff on my mind. When you have
Wellness
time.
added. Wow, there's a lot going on right now. Sarah Morgan is available, and then all right. So, it's because we're no longer tied to Sam. Talk to Keeper Aquila. So, is that in the? Is he probably in the diplomatic area? Now we got a quest to talk to you. We got an update.
Sorry, I plain forgot what I wanted to talk with you about. That girl. If Cora leaves her tools out one more time... I mean, I love her more than life itself, but I can only say the same damn thing so many times.
Kids know how to push all the right buttons. Go easy on her. If she keeps doing it, could be a real hazard. Now isn't a good time. Wow. I honestly don't know what would be the best thing to say here. I mean, she's gone through a lot and she's a child. Children, you have to repeat. So it's not necessarily a given that she's trying to push the right buttons, but that could be, you know, a result. Leaving tools out could be a real hazard. No, go easy on her.
Oh, next time I see her, I'll paste on a smile and ask her ever so nicely to pick them up. Again. I mean, this is between me and you, but Cora wasn't exactly planned. I don't know if I mentioned, but I served a spell in the Freestar Rangers. Had a partner, Lillian Hartz. Well, we were like fire and ice, but, well, it wasn't all bad.
Whether you want to be a dad or not, you seem to have taken to it. Yeah, he does seem like a good father. Must have been tough juggling between a ranger and a father. You had a partner before? I'm jealous. Cora being unplanned is a hell of a thing to lay on me. Is it really? And how did you wind up being a ranger of all things?
Well, it wasn't by choice. It was a lousy fit. Maybe someday I'll get into it. I'm just happy I found Constellation. Best damn organization in the settled systems, you ask me.
All right. Let's see. Whether you want to be a dad or not, you seem to have taken to it. I do agree. I think he seems like a good father.
It wasn't always like it is now. Hell, when Cora was born, I was completely out of my depth. For the first few months, I kept thinking, what a colossal mistake I made. Me, a father. But one late night, early morning, whatever, little Cora gave me my first smile. And I knew I'd do anything for that girl.
Oh, that's adorable. Cora's lucky to have you. I knew you were a big softie. Can't imagine having kids. Where was Lily? Yeah, that's an excellent question. What happened to Lillian? Where was she?
Well, Mrs. Lillian Coe was right there with me. And as bad as I had it with nursing at all hours, I know I had it comparatively easy. But that don't mean those first few months were good by any stretch of the imagination.
Cora is lucky to have you, though, Sam. That's for sure.
Yeah, sure don't feel like it. You said Cora's great, and I think so too. But I see so much of myself in her. I've done things I'm not proud of. Said things even worse. I try to be better for Cora, but is she gonna fall into the same traps?
You should talk to her about all this. I mean, right now might not be the best time. Is your past really that bad? I mean, it actually kind of seems like, from what we've learned, that there could be some stuff there, right?
Well, it's bad enough. Let me put it that way.
All right, I was expecting a little bit more than that. I have a feeling she'll find her very own mistakes. You worry too much, enjoy it, she'll grow up before you know it. That's probably the most truth right there. Yeah. She'll grow up before you even know it. Don't worry too much.
And that's the truth there.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know it seems crazy, towing her across the stars, but I'm not exactly swimming with options here. Her mother, like I said, another story, another time. And what, have her raised by Jacob, my dad? I'd sooner ship her off to Vladimir.
Oh, I bet she'd be awesome with Vladimir. She seems inquisitive, wants to learn. Vladimir's into all that stuff. I think she would excel spending time with him. Not saying ship her off to live with him. I mean, still Sam be the father. But I think she would be, like I say, flourish around Vladimir. There really isn't anyone else that could take her?
No, not really. Lillian and me don't have any siblings. We'd have to start looking into really extended family for other relations. I wouldn't want to anyway. Looking after Cora, that's not something I want to pawn off on someone.
Yeah, I'm with you. You're already doing a great job. So, I think Cora is thriving growing up with Constellation. Might be good to have a place she can go to if things get dangerous. I really don't know if her being on my ship is a great idea. So, I mean, to be fair, there is some concern there, although we don't have the armillary on the ship, so that might help a little bit. But I mean, this honestly would be kind of true in case things get dangerous. But I do believe she probably is thriving with Constellation. Yeah, let's go with that.
You think? Well, she does say the damnedest things. And if she just learned to pick up after herself, she just might live until she's 13.
You forget
Yeah, that's part of being
how much you take
young.
a place like the Lodge for granted. Until it's threatened.
Do you want to talk?
Sorry. I've been lost in thought for a bit.
Yeah, you certainly I think everyone has been. So are we now talk to Keeper Aquilus? The Sanctum Universum. Should talk to at the Sanctum. All right, so I think, again, is this in the diplomatic area? Now, the area that I'm thinking of, we have not spent much time. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think quite a few handful of episodes ago, I was trying to get into that area a little bit. The embassy, the embassy district. That's what I was thinking of. But it never really happened. It's just so easy to get sidetracked. But if we look at
That
the
tree's as big
signs
as the
over here-
rock.
Oh, could you have been talking? Oh no, you're talking about that one, not Kelton Street. All right, let's take a look at our signposts. Embassy District is Freestar Embassy, Armistice, and House Faroon. So I don't think that is. So now I'm starting to think that's not it. Where would the Universum Sanctum be? Or did I say that backwards? Is it Sanctum Universum? Either or, I still don't know where it is. Ton of searching. I thought I was looking for a location, and I do vaguely remember this. I thought this was Varun though. But look at here, we have Mateo and the Keeper right here. So yeah, I kind of did have to use the scanner for this one. Hey, buddy.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
We need to talk about Unity. We think your church is connected to a group of space weirdos. It's probably not the route to go. This is all you, Mateo. Oh, should we let Mateo take this? I mean, again, we are the talking type. Let's let Mateo run with this, because he knows a little more than we do.
Keeper, we were hoping to talk to you about Unity.
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks, Mateo? The future of humanity is always a long discussion.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. Keeper, when you talk about Unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
Oh, so it is something secret. So, all right, so yeah, I don't know why I thought this was Varun. And they both are wearing those on their caps. Oh, and I just now realized that they both have very similar caps. We'll let Mateo go on in. We're gonna let Mateo take control of this conversation still also. Ooh, this is kind of nice. Hey, buddy. Where did they go, though? There they are. Don't want to steal the tissues. Should I sit down?
Oh, now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
Started to discover these anomalies, the artifacts. We were attacked by a group called the Starborn. We found a series of temples that grant unusual powers. I'd like to talk to him about all of this stuff. And evidently, Mateo taking the lead on the conversation is not a thing. But it did start with the artifacts.
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual?
Yep.
Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe, beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
We know it's a stretch, but we hope you can help us. I don't need a lecture. I need answers. This is a mistake. I'm an explorer, not a priest. No, it's a stretch, but we need the help. Help us.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Let's hear this story then. There must be more to it. I need facts, Keeper, not bedtime fairy tales. Maybe this pilgrim was a Starborn? Oh, that's interesting. So at first I was thinking it might have been the founder of Constellation. I can never remember that guy's name. Is it Benjamin something or something Benjamin? I can't remember. But maybe this pilgrim was Starborn. I do want to hear the story, though. The way these have been going, when we ask this, we still have these as options. So
if you have questions, I'm happy to try and answer. But you do have to actually ask first.
I get you. So, all right, my question is, how's your dialogue box going to work? Maybe this pilgrim was a Starborn.
I'm not sure if he was. But if what you're looking for is connected, then anything might be possible.
So does he know what Starborn is? I'm just kind of thinking through that. He knows what a Starborn is. All right, let's hear the story. I want to hear this.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave?
So what, go to the House of Enlightenment and the Vroon and get each part of the truth? That's an odd saying, very specific. Infinitum addendum, yeah. Sounds like the House of Enlightenment and Vroon have the other parts then. Unless the story includes a set of coordinates, we're not finding anything. But he said it's a code, so they might have two separate pieces of the code if that's what it is. That's an odd saying, very specific. Sounds like House of Enlightenment and Vroon have the other parts then.
I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have.
Fine, we'll talk to them. Talking to House of Vroon seems like a mistake. They're dangerous. There's that concern. If you've already talked to them, why send me? Well, because I think he just said it's a different conversation.
Because I wasn't looking to find unity in the same sense you are. A fresh set of eyes might reveal the truth.
We'll talk to them.
The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times.
We've seen her.
Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.